So we're going into the Europa Conference League knockouts and hopefully we can derail this team. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the NK Maribor save, and I hope everybody is prepped and ready to have a happy new year. 2021 is going to be better than 2020. I mean, could it be worse? I mean, it could potentially be worse. It can always be worse, couldn't it? But hopefully it's going to be better. Hopefully it's going to be better. As I said, we're going to try and keep a video every day on the channel, but I can't promise it because my work has been going for a whole restructure. I've got a new job in the restructure. Yay! But it's going to be a very busy January because of that. So boo. But anyway, the vote is still ongoing as I record this, but it is leaning towards the fact that people are happy with the rules that are in place. So in terms of the player search and stuff like that. But yes, we'll have to see what happens. There's no more news on transfers, ins or outs, but the draw has been done. And we are playing Lokomotiv Moscow. If you didn't get the joke about derailing, it's because they're a train locomotive. Get it? What a joke. What a joke. If I had kids, it'd be a dad joke, wouldn't it? In terms of stuff that's happened, so quarterfinal, we did it the hard way. We lost 3-2 in the first game. We then beat Bravo 1-0, but then the second leg absolutely stomped all over Selj. 5-0. Zahovic got 2, Vankas got 2, and Guisen got 1. 3-0 we beat Alumji. 5-2 we beat Olympia Ljubljana as well, which was very nice. Pozic Vankas getting 2 goals in that one. Right on the stroke of half-time, right at the end of the game. So he loves to score towards the end of the game. Tabor Senzana, we won 3-1. Luka Zahovic getting 2, Matko getting 1. And then we've just lost 2-0 to Selj in the league. We did rotate a fair bit though, because I wanted to come into the Europa League knockout, or the Europa Conference League knockout, with the best possible chance. We are underdogs for this. We're going to be playing in the snow. It's going to be -7 degrees, and then when they come back to us, it's going to be 15 degrees and wet. So 2 very different temperature ranges for this game. I'm not sure how that affects teams and players in Football Manager, whether it is coded in. I assume it would. I know that they code in altitude to make it so the stamina is reduced quicker. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, really. We've got Cooper in the semi-finals as well of the Cup. So we are on for a pretty decent season all round. Now, the problem we have for this game is that Mr. Zahovic has got himself suspended. So we're going to be without our main striker in this one. Also, a question for the chat. Matteo Brunori hasn't played too much. 12 appearances, 3 goals, 2 assists, 0 player of the match is 6.77. He has actually got 5 assists in basically 19 games for us, which isn't too bad. He's got 3 goals, 2 of them have been penalties. I don't know if we should make this permanent. He's worth $1 million, he's 27. We can actually buy him for 550k, or just over 550k, but I don't know if it's worth it. He's going to want a pretty big wage, I think. It's good to see you. He didn't enjoy his loan spell at Maribor, so he's not going to want to move to us, which is fine. So don't worry about it then. I mean, we could still make it an option. I've made an offer to trial Mesut Ozil as well, just to try and tease him in a little bit more. I just want him. I've set my heart on it now that I want Mesut Ozil at the club. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I'm going to pick the team for today's game away at Lokomotiv Moscow. We are away first, which I think suits us wonderfully well. And we'll be back once I've picked the team. So it is pretty much a team that's picking itself at the moment, to be honest. Karius in goal, Bezga, Stojanovic and Mitrovic at the back, Milek and Sturm are the wing-backs, and Guisen, Darivasic in the middle, Utada in front of them, Matko and Brunori both get a start today because of the suspension to Luka Zahovic. We don't actually have an out-and-out striker on the bench, so we're going to have to hope these two have a good game, fire us sort of forward in the game. If not, Utara might have to push up front. We'll move, and then we'll bring on someone like Vankas into attacking midfield, maybe in Guisen, who's now learnt the attacking midfield role, which is good. So he's adding another string to his bow. He's also learnt tries, killer balls often, which suits us brilliantly in this sort of formation. We're going to start with the wing-back formation and see how we go. We do have the opportunity to mix it up to the more attacking 4-2-3-1 or the 4-1-2-2-1 if we need a holding midfielder in there as well. One of the little tweaks we've made is that, what do we want to do? Go and show the pundits that we right to back you. I'm going to say I want to get a result that will help us in the second leg. They're not too happy about that, so we'll give them the old pump fist. Loris Karius seems demotivated. What an idiot. The only thing we have really changed is Bejga normally plays in the middle, but if they have two strikers, right? So if they have two strikers up front, we put Bejga in the middle so he brings the ball out in between them. If they have one striker up front, we put Bejga on one of the sides so that he brings the ball out. And I'll explain to you why in a bit more detail when we go in. It's not that I think 99% they don't care. Yeah, it's you can't replace a player like Luca. It's unthinkable to go into a match now. It's snowing. So they're playing two up front. So what we'll do is when they are actually playing very narrow. They're playing a diamond, which is not what our scouts said they would play. Our scouts said they'd play a 4-4-2. We've made 6 changes to the lineup that lost to Selge in the league. But I look at the snow, blue lines and everything. I'm still there. I don't change. Purple suit. Sorry, I don't change at all. So right, they are playing 2 up front, aren't they? Is what we've literally just figured out. So they are that. I don't know why that is. Is it not working because it's paused? No, it's probably not working because it's the snow or something. That's a little bit dodgy. Yes, they're playing a diamond, right? They're playing a diamond, which means Bejga can go into the middle. So because Bejga brings ball out of defence, he naturally brings the ball forward. And if they have one up front and you put him in the middle and tell him, and he naturally brings the ball forward, it actually makes it very difficult for the AI to figure out that one of these 2 defenders in the 3 need to mark that lone striker. However, when you're playing against 2 strikers, he can bring it out the middle and these 2 will automatically pick up the 2 strikers they have. Hopefully that makes sense. If you want to hear more about the tactical stuff that I think I know about Football Manager, then just let me know in the comments. Who knows? Maybe we can do some advanced instructions for Football Manager like I've done in PES as well. So let me know. Actually, I was thinking as well, with the comment that we had last time about, transfers are the best bit of PES, Football Manager, sorry. What is your favourite bit of Football Manager? I would say mine is coming up with tactics and doing tweaks and trying to make things that work for the squad you have. So yeah, let me know down below. What's your favourite thing in Football Manager to do? Is it transfers? Is it buying and selling players? Is it actually playing the game? Is it the tactical side of it? Let me know down below. So it's 20 minutes in and absolutely diddly squats happen. We've had 1 shot on target. They've had 3. So they are getting slightly better at the game. Milek with a throw-in goes to Stoyanovic, which is not what he's meant to do. He's meant to launch that into the box, but Milek dinks it to the edge. Kryauki gets it away. Smolov, who's a very good striker, up to Z Luis. And if they score from this, it's because our throw-in tactics haven't been adhered to as they should. So why did that happen? Attacking throw-in, lob it into the box. Lob it into the box. I don't know why that isn't as it should be. We want you to lob it into the box so that we get our very tall strikers to win the headers. Very tall centre-backs to win the headers. Zivagiladov, hopefully he doesn't get on the ball too often. Jalidov over the bar. Locomotive just turning the screw a little bit. They are just turning the screw. Let's just drop down to balanced because they're dominating the game a bit. Another throw in to Locomotive. Smolov back to this guy, Zivagiladov. Into Kreka, headed away, but we're not just not pushing out quick enough. We may go to the 4-1-2 with a holding midfielder, I think, just to try and they're not getting much into their attacking midfielder. That's a ball in. Cleared away by Sturm on his weaker foot, so it's up in the air. But Ahima wins the header, but Jakia keeps it alive. Barinov. Jakia again, and Greason has intercepted it. Puts in Matko. He's got the pace. Matko's into the area, shoots. Oh, it's wasted. It's a wasted opportunity. So coming towards half time, well, they've picked up 3 yellow cards, but their XG is better than us. But I wouldn't say they've threatened us too much in terms of highlights. I feel like we may be able to be a bit more expansive in this. Maybe not have the 3 at the back. I'm going to say, I'm going to go with hands on hips and say I'm pleased, actually. I think we're doing all right. That will keep them a bit more motivated than the pre-game tactic went. I'm just wondering if we go to this 4-1-2-2-1, maybe try and get a little bit more happening in terms of strikers. We could bring off Bejga for... He's on a 6.5. Sturm 6.4. 6.2 Milek. He's having a shocker. We'll leave him on for a little bit. Let's go for Bejga off. Purely tactical this. Purely tactical. We'll bring Vahovec on in here. We're actually going to put Derivasic as the back playmaker. Atala. Actually, no. I want to cancel this. I want to come out of that. I want to come out of that. Because I want to do Utala. Actually, Drivicic is going to sit there. Utala's going to sit in the middle next to Nguisen, and Vahovec isn't going to come on. It's actually going to be Vankas coming on that wing. So it'll be Bejga off for Vankas. One of our better players. We're sitting on balance still. I think Milek, we're just going to drop you back, actually. If you're not playing very well, I don't want you to push on too high. Okay, let's try that then. We've got Sturm may have to come off for Kalamic. I can't remember our youngster's name. Zan Kalamic or something. But as it's just been half time, I'm never one to miss an opportunity to plug my own stuff, as that will go through to Carius. I've just started a new save on Twitter as well, where I'm doing a Twitter update save. It's with West Ham. We're doing a British players only save with West Ham. I just started it. There'll be a thread on that, so go check it out at CulturedF. Link in the description below. Cheers. So goal kick then. Carius plays it left. Left? No, that's definitely right. Up to Milek. Matko. Back to Milek in a patch of snow. Goes over the top. Brunori is not having a good game, and this could be the game that puts his the nail in the coffin to say we're not going to sign him. That was a long ball forward to pretty much nobody. And Nguisen is getting a bit more time and space. I'm a bit worried with the 2-on-2 that we're leaving here. Drivicic, Sturm into Brahima. He's got Milek on the overlap. Drivicic goes back out to Sturm. Sturm down the line to Pozeg Vankas, who's kept his width well, puts a cross in, and Matko's there, and it's an away goal. And Alios Matko gets his 12th goal of the season. And this boy looks very, very useful for us. And it's Sturm down the line to Vankas. I thought he had taken this a bit well. I thought it was going to be a corner, but he managed to get the cross in. Matko, right-footed finish in off the bottom of the post. Lovely stuff. It's 1-0 Maribor. Right, we're going to make a very, very quick change. So Atala is going to go up front, and we're going to take Brunori off. I've not been impressed with Brunori. He's going to come off. He's going to be replaced by Vahovec in there. I think Vahovec can be a Mazzala. Yeah, he can. So we'll put Vahovec in there. Vahovec is sort of playing for a new contract. He's 30 years old. Not looking to really extend him too much further, to be honest. Okay, right. We need to take Milek off on a 6.1. He's having an absolute shocker. So Filaire is going to come on at right back. Not his favourite. So he's another one playing for a new contract. I think we're going to sort of usher out the old guard at the end of this season, I think, and maybe look to reinvigorate the squad a bit. So 10 minutes to go. We've made all our subs. You can argue that Lokomotiv Moscow have had the better of the game, but in this second half they've not really done too much. Djordjevic puts a cross in. It's back across. It's got a lucky bounce, and Vedran Chorluka gets his first goal of the season. I mean, it was a good header back across. The defender just licked a little bit of lack of concentration maybe. Chorluka finishes it off, and it's just hit Matko. It's unfortunate. He got our goal, but the deflection off him lands in the path of the veteran Chorluka, who once of Spurs, and it makes it 1-1, but it's a decent result for us. If we can hold on for this last 5 minutes, to be fair, even a 2-1 loss, I probably would have taken that at the beginning, because we've got an away goal. Kamano out to Yadalanovlov, and it goes, Carius with a good save. And to be fair, I thought there'd be a bit more hatred and dislike of the Carius signing, but I think a lot of you realise he has done it's a good signing for us at Maribor, and to be honest, I don't see us holding on to him without someone paying out his release fee of 2 million. I think someone will do that next season. So Guilherme, which is why I don't want to piss off Pidic too much, because I think he'll be back to our first choice keeper next year when I'm Carius. I thought that a bit of a concern. We've just dropped down to cautious just to give us a little bit more of a defensive mindset. Sturm having a bad game at left back, which isn't fun. Matko can keep that one in just about. Finds Vahovec, Filler, Drivicic. We might even have a chance for another one here. Brahima's in, and it's not a chance for another one. It is another one. 6 minutes of injury time to be played. Only 4.5 minutes of it left. But Brahimo Tada gets his 3rd goal of the season in this. Really not used to playing in this striker role, but Drivicic, what a ball through that is from our deep line playmaker, and the first time finish takes Guilherme, the goalkeeper, off guard, and Brahim Otora has put us 2-1 up in Russia with 2 away goals. What a performance this is. You can argue they've deserved more, but we're going to come away from Moscow with the win. Beautiful. Let's all go on a sightseeing trip of the Kremlin. I've always wanted to go and see it, so let's go and see it. As Balinov comes forward into Yelodonov, shots from range past the post. That will be that. And we are going to come away 2-1 winners from Moscow. That puts us in a wonderful position for the next leg. People have written us off, and you did wonderfully well. Pozeg Vankas, the game changer, it appears, when he came on. He may have even got man of the match, I think. Mesut Ozil is on trial with us. Come on, Mesut. You can do this. Approach to sign. He wants to move. Right. We're actually going to give you a star player. We're going to remove that. We're going to say, come on down, Mesut. He wants less. He wants less money. He wants less money. 11k, 2.5, 2.5. It's a lot of money for assists, but he knows that he should get those assists. 1 year deal. He only wants to be a player now. We can make you a player scout again. That's okay. I'm happy to make you a player scout, mate. Although you only want to be a player. What are his actual staff attributes? I was going to say, he's a terrible scout. At our level, he's not, and he brings quite a lot of knowledge with him as well. We'll go just a player to start. Oh my God, we're getting Mesut Ozil. You just had to bring him in on trial. You just had to bring him in on trial. Fortunate to beat Lokomotiv Moscow. Don't care. Oh, Pasic. No, he's injured for 4 weeks. 2 to 4 weeks. Injured getting tackled. Because I think he changed the game. We'll send the assistant to that. Kek was there as well in the freezing cold crowd in Russia. Oh man, that's a nightmare that Pozeg Vankas has picked up that injury. A really, real bad nightmare. Oh yeah, I've got filters on, haven't I, for unavailable. Yeah, there he is. I'm pretty sure Pozeg Vankas came on and changed that game. If we just quickly go back and have a look at it. Pozeg, yeah, came on, got a 7.1. Otada actually would have got man of the match from a 7.7, but he did change the game. Right, we'll play Triglav off camera, and we'll be back in a week's time for the second leg in Slovenia against Lokomotiv Moscow. See you then. So it's time for the second leg against Lokomotiv Moscow. The game in between wasn't brilliant. A 1-1 draw, against Triglav Kalanji. We had a goal disallowed in the 91st minute. Zhang Kalamik got his first goal of the season. An absolute belter on his right foot, which I'm pretty sure is his weaker foot. Oh no, it's his preferred foot, so he wants to be an inverted winger. So it was a lovely finish on his stronger foot. But I'd like to welcome everybody to... Well, he's not going to be in here because he's not registered for the Europa League. But the new number 7 of NK Maribor is... Where is he? Where is he? Unavailable. Mesut Ozil, the new number 7 for NK Maribor. He's not going to hold anyone off the ball or run up and down non-stop all game, but he is going to have a great first touch, great passing, great technique, great off the ball, great flair, great composure, great anticipation, great decisions, great vision, great teamwork. So, in theory, he should get us quite a lot of assists. His first game didn't go too well. We got a 6.3, but he did also hit the post. So I think there's rays of light. I think it's going to be a good signing. And if not, then, you know, we'll just not renew his contract at the end of it when it expires. But I'm going to go and pick the team. We're going to be lining up in the 4-1-2-2-1, how we ended the first game, because I think that's the strongest formation for keeping a lead we can put out. So that's how we're going to line up. I'll pick the players. Be right back. Okay, so Karius is in goal. Milek, Stojanovic, Mitrovic and Sturm at the back. Darifusic, Manguisan and Otara in the middle. Matko, Svetlin and Zahovic comes back in after his suspension has finished. On the bench, we're going to go with Vahovic, Repas, Martinovic, Brenori, Filler, Bejga and Pidic as well. It's not the strongest bench, but I'm hoping we've got enough about us to just nick one more goal and then that will see us through. Get us through into the knockouts. We've been drawn on the easier side of the draw as well, which does make a bit of a difference. So we'll have a look at that if we get through. Let's go and pile on the misery. No, the first leg means nothing. Let's go out and make sure we win this match. Pump the fist, I have faith. Point the finger, I have faith. We'll point the finger to the strikers and say we have faith in them to get some goals. I'm needing to perform. He'll do well, and I certainly trust him to handle the pressure and perform. Brahim Utara, even though he's being played slightly out of position, a bit further back in central midfield. But I mean, I'm enjoying the fact we've got 3 formations that we can flick between and choose from. They're lining up in the diamond again, which didn't really suit them very well last time. It is going to keep us a little bit vulnerable with the 2-on-2 at the back. So I'm going to make a very quick tactical change and just have Delicevic sitting in front of them as a defensive deep line playmaker this one, so he shouldn't push up as far, and we should be able to then have a basically 3-on-2 all the time at the back. We've both got full-backs as full-backs, not wing-backs, so they shouldn't be pushing up too much. But that's a wonderful ball through to Zahovic! And there's the early goal, his 32nd goal of the season. Hashtag LZ90. What a start that is. That now gives us a pretty comfortable lead, and it was Milek. Played a little 1-2 with Brahima here, Utada, and then just this ball over the top. Great vision. Zahovic off the back of his man. Guilherme came running out. Zahovic beat him to it, and it's 32nd goal of the season. What a man. What a hero. Yeah, incredible. What a start. So another throw. Milek goes long with this one. Zahovic does flick it on. I don't think Matko is going to really get there. No, Giglia goes back to Guilherme. Out to... Oh, he's giving it away. Zahovic is in, shoots. Oh, he could have slipped in Svetlin on the left, but he went for the shot. I don't blame him. It was a long way out, but a good effort. We're sort of stunning Lokomotiv Moscow here a little bit. I feel like, yeah, they're not expecting us to be playing this well in this later stages of the European competition. We weren't meant to get this far, so it's really pleasing to see it. And to be fair, we're battering them. So half an hour gone, a throw-in to Lokomotiv Moscow in their own half. The rain is pouring down in Slovenia as Smolov has the ball into Yakurin. Tackled well by Stoyanovic. It's picked up lots of time and space for Jigia. Klachowicz. Chorluka, who got the goal in the first leg. A bit of a lucky bounce into his pass. Smolov brings that one down well. Ziga Villaladolov. And it crossed and over the bar from Z. Luis. I was just thinking, does it make sense if I go the other side of the screen? So if I went, which is better, here or over here, so you can actually see what mentality we're playing? Let's try it here. So 5 minutes until half time, and we're all going pretty well, to be honest. I've got to keep flicking around to make sure I'm looking in the right direction, which I think I am doing. But we are bossing this game. We are playing very, very well. So I'm going to outstretch my arms and say I'm very pleased, because there's not much else to really say. Delicevic on a 6.6, but I think that's because we're restricting him in his attacking duties with that defensive deep line playmaker role, as they're looking to get onto a positive start here. Gazaniki out to the guy's name that I can't pronounce. He puts a ball in. Karius claims it very well indeed. Throwing deep into... well, it's given it away by Chorluka. Brahima Utada shoots from range. That's not the best. So throw in to Maribor. Delicevic back to Sturm. Sturm all the way across to Matko. That's a good ball, actually. Matko's got lots of space to run into here. You can go back to Milek, who's having a good game. He's on a 7.0 at the moment. Matko down the wing, tackled by Rebus into Jalodaniv. But Matko gets back at him into Brahima Utada. Milek, who picked out Zahovic with that wonderful ball to get the goal. Brahima, Derificic and Guisen out to Milek again. Brahima, Milek. Look at this ball. Look at this football. It's beautiful. Sturm gets to the byline. He's tackled well by Zivgiliadov, I think is how you pronounce that name. Mitrovic picks up the loose ball though. Svetlin and Guisen. I mean, it's just wonderful football all around. Matko's in. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. That is liquid football. That is incredible, that goal. I think that's one of the best goals I've ever seen on Football Manager from this team. Svetlin into Sturm and Guisen to Sturm. Delicevic. Long crossfield ball out to Matko. One touch on the chest. What a finish that is. This boy is going to be something very, very special. Ali's Matko, come from the youth team. What a finish. So we're going to make a change at the back. Mitrovic is going to come off. He's going to be replaced by Martinovic at the back, just to give us a little bit more height, a little bit more security back there. Very nice indeed. We're actually going to make our second sub right on the back of that as well. Svetlin is going to come off to be replaced by Jan Repas, who we're trying to get involved a little bit more. He's going to sort of have the end of the season to prove that he can hang around in Maribor colours and make a difference. Delicevic, ball always looking through the gap. Krikowiak, so many names I can't pronounce. Rebus comes forward on the left. He's not got much support because of this diamond that they're playing, but he has got into a bit of space now. Right-footed cross, headed straight at Karius. Good hands, well caught. Lovely, lovely stuff. So for the last 10 minutes, we're going to take Utada off. He is one card away from a suspension, and we don't want to be missing him in the next round, so we'll bring him off. And the 4-1-2-2-1 seems to be doing us pretty good in Europe at the moment. Milek to Matko. He gets it back into Nguisen. He's tackled by Yerokin, who goes long to Smolov, who's been kept very quiet in this game. Smolov all the way back to Yerokin. Gazanitsky. Oh, to Smolov, and I've said we've kept him quiet. They've got an away goal, but I think it's offside. The referee is blowing his whistle. He's checking with VAR. And it's offside. Yeah, called it. Disallowed. Offside. Still 2-0. Very convincing win, to be honest. 4-1 on aggregate is very impressive. Just offside. We'll put that down as a great defensive line. Milek with a throw. Derivasic. Nguisen. Milek again. Through to Matko. Matko ball through. Zahovic is in and he gets another one. His 33rd goal of the season makes it 3-0. All the threes coming into play today. 5-1 on aggregate. 3-0 we've beaten Lokomotiv Moscow at home. And this is huge because Lokomotiv Moscow have finished second in the Russian Premier League like four consecutive years. And we are battering them in Slovenia. We are absolutely destroying them, which is great to see. Zhika with a throw in into Smolov. Last 4 minutes or so of the game, 3 or 4 minutes of the game. Zhika in it goes, headed away. Vahovec will get there. Ball through to Repas. Repas over to the right looking for Matko, but it's easily intercepted. And, well, Lokomotiv Moscow will be happy for them to keep the ball back here. They aren't doing much with it at all in this game. One disallowed goal, really not threatening Karius in goal. A couple of headers, a couple of tame shots straight at him, but overall we are deservedly going to run out winners in this game, you'd have to say, as that's bouncing around. Sturm clears it away. I would like the clean sheet. It would be nice for Karius to get a clean sheet in Maribor colours. He's had a couple in the league, none in Europe yet. So as Krikau is on the edge, lays that into Jabanov, and Karius holds onto the ball very well again. So 10 seconds over the allotted time. You would imagine this will be it now as Chorluka picks up the loose ball. There's the full-time whistle. And we have absolutely annihilated Lokomotiv Moscow. Zahovic gets 2. Matko got a goal as well. Zahovic just makes us tick. He really, really does. Outstretched arms. Very pleased with that. Absolutely incredible. And what a goal. A fabulous strike from Alios Matko. Look, a decent result, decent match, on to the next one. Fantastic result, defended well, attacked well, brilliant all-round performance. Lokomotiv didn't deserve to lose that one. Juri Fister, get out. Yes, they did. They really deserved to lose. Plenty of reasons to be positive after that. I agree, in Bunderia. And what a performance, laying down a bit of a marker there as well. So we're in to the quarterfinals where we're going to be playing FC Basel, which, wow, it's tough. It's a tough game. It's a very tough game. They have a good amount of players. They have Tulent Xhaka, Granit Xhaka's brother, in there. They have Arthur Cabral as their key player. We don't know too much about him. And in the Super League, they didn't even finish top 3 last season. So maybe I'm over egging them a little bit, but I think it'll be a tough game, and that will be coming up. When will we be playing that? That will be the next episode. It'll be back to back again, first and second legs in those episodes. So if we show you the draw, so we have FC Basel, that is confirmed, and then after that in the semi, it's going to be us and Basel via Marseille, Spartak Moscow, Red Star, or Genk. So we miss Monaco, AZ. In fact, there are some big... Wolves have been knocked out. So Marseille got through. I thought Wolves were in here somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe I was getting a bit confused with different competitions. We know that no real big teams went out. I must have saw it's in the Europa League. So I'd say yes. Real Sociedad got out. Basel beat AAB Aalborg to get through to play us. So it'll be a very interesting game, and that's what we're going to be back for, people. FC Basel Europa Conference League quarter-finals. Who would have thought we would have got to this point? We could... Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but we could be on for a majestic treble. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Thank you so much for welcoming. Thank you so much for welcoming Mesut Ozil into the family. You know, the Maribor family. Number 7 in Maribor this year. But thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.